Hey people, back in SANDMAN. This is volume 6, Fables and Reflections, compiling issues 29 to 31, 38 to 40, SANDMAN Special 1 and SANDMAN A Gallery of Dreams. And here we have 8 stories with 7 different pencilers and a bunch of inkers. We have art by Kent Williams and Sean McManus, Stan Woosh, Brian Talbot, Duncan Eagleson, John Watkins, and Jill Thompson. And I enjoyed the work of all these artists. And I think the constant change in SANDMAN's art is actually quite a plus to the series. It has such a broad timeline of events and so many different characters and story types that it would be very, very boring if it was all made in the same art style or with just a couple of different pencilers. And in this volume, all the artists did a very good job, in my opinion. These stories do not really contribute to a great progression of the SANDMAN overall narrative. The stories are mostly about human history and mythology, but they all make a very interesting volume. Maybe not as good as the 2 previous ones, but at least on par with volume 3. And one thing about SANDMAN that I will mostly refer to in a final video about the series is how influential this was to other important series in comics in the 90s, created in the 90s, like Preacher and Fables, but I had no idea it could also be influential on Mike Mignola's Hellboy. But in here, there's an appearance of Baba Yaga, which here she is, which I do not know if it is the first time Baba Yaga is portrayed in a comic book, but it's certainly before Mike Mignola's Baba Yaga in Hellboy. So how influential is SANDMAN to the comics produced in the 90s and the early 2000s, especially to the Vertigo label, to the other series printed under the Vertigo seal. And we have the Song of Orpheus, which is a well-known classical mythological tale, not exactly Neil Gaiman's creation, but he blends it well with the SANDMAN story. So yeah, this was an enjoyable volume, and I appreciate how Neil Gaiman's writing is becoming more and more unpretentious, and despite the great amount of information and content that he's putting out. Volume 6, pretty interesting and enjoyable. Thank you for watching, guys. Until next time, bye bye.